Record. Hello everybody, welcome to an impromptu experimentational video shot on my new lens, 18mm f2.8 with an ND filter that just arrived from Amazon today. Variable density, and it goes to 32 stops, and I've had to put it right to 32 because it's bright sunshine. So given that this is the first time, I just thought I'd do a quick video as I walk towards the garage to pick up the car and find out what's wrong with it. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. It's had some lights coming on for a while on the dashboard, so hopefully it's nothing too expensive. Fingers crossed. I'm curious to see what the stabilisation will be like on this. It's a little easier to hold than the 16mm lens on the gimbal on the Sony a6400, and I'm hoping that this will be a good vlogging rig, but of course those of you with an A7 III will know the main problem is there's no flippy screen. So I don't know what you're seeing. I can't see. Thankfully the 18mm lens is very wide. On a full frame body, of course, we're actually getting 18mm, and it's very big at the front, so it's not hard to look into the lens and know that my coupon's on camera. So it'll be interesting to look at the footage when I go back. I'm shooting in aperture priority. I'm set to 24. So the camera should be adjusting the shutter speed. I've set it to manual ISO 100. So the shutter speed will be the thing that's determining the exposure. As I've just come into some shade now, out of the bright sunshine. So I'm really quite excited to see once I get home what this comes out like. I've been watching a lot of camera conspiracies. It's not a conspiracy channel about cameras, it's a guy, I don't know his actual name, but he makes films out of Canada about cameras, and he's very entertaining and I find it quite inspirational. He's actually given me the courage to walk along this main road talking into a camera when there is a good chance that people will walk past. I already walked past a guy painting his shed and didn't drop a beat. So yeah, it's quite inspiring actually to watch Mr. Camera Conspiracy's content, and it's got me thinking about something a friend of mine told me when we had a discussion a couple of weeks ago. This is an old army friend of mine from years and years back, and we've kind of reconnected recently, and he's been really good at giving me some feedback on what he's watching, you know, all of this kind of mental health stuff that I'm putting out. And he's of the opinion that I should be doing a CAMS review kit channel. And I have to say I find the idea quite appealing. One of my favourite review channels is Gerald Undone, another Canadian content creator. Incidentally, I just watched one of his videos this afternoon where he's done a new Ryzen build. He's built his own PC using a Ryzen chip, and it's quite coincidental because I've been looking at an upgrade myself. I actually contacted my favourite PC components store, Custom PCs in Air. That's custom with a K, and gave him a budget of £1,000 to see what kind of motherboard, CPU, graphics card combo he could come up with. And he got back to me with an Intel build, simply because I use Thunderbolt 3 for my audio, and I think Thunderbolt's a bit more stable on Intel boards than on AMD boards. So we'll see. I'm not quite sure. I spoke to my wife about it and she's like, well, it's not really a good time, is it, because I'm not earning any money. Well, fair enough, I'm not earning any money. Actually, that's not true. I am earning a little bit for the first time since March. But, you know, my usual style, get a contract for a job and have the money spent months before it ever hits my bank account. I shouldn't be doing that. However, my PC is getting a bit old and a bit slow for DaVinci Resolve, and it will not cope with 4K content. So anyway, that's me coming to the garage. Let's see what's wrong. Yes, there's the car right where I left it. Thompson's garage in Lamlash. I'll have to hang about till Chris gets back, see what's what with the old vehicle. So I'll just wander down the front and see what's what down here, get some nice scenery, check out the ND filter for stills, then go home and continue watching the DaVinci Resolve LinkedIn learning course that I've been doing over the past couple of days, at the same time as working with the content that I recorded on a video shoot on Monday for Crofters Ladder. So I'm doing a promotional video for them. I've got a brief to come up with a minute and a half's worth of footage. The final edit, I mean, to be 1.5 minutes. So that's what I'll be working on for the rest of the day, and hopefully have my deliverable ready for the open of business tomorrow. After which I can then crack on with my next job, which I'm really excited about. Haha! Right, come and check this scenery out, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how it looks in the final product, but looking from the screen on the back of the camera, it looks pretty good, this ND filter. There's a 50 quid one made by K&F Concept, and I just returned a Tiffin which cost 119 quid, and I didn't really like it, to be honest. It had a lot of crossover stuff, so I found the Tiffin one to be a bit, I don't know, difficult to use, so I returned that. My refund hit the Amazon account today, so hopefully this one will work better. I can see my reflection in the massive screen, so I can't see the exposure, but I can see that I'm definitely on camera, and I can see what you're seeing in the reflection in terms of composition. Anyway, time to take some stills. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all in the next one. Bye for now.